Today, I'm reviewing community shelves, and you guys are probably just eating food or getting ready for the day. But that doesn't matter. If you want to be in the next video, at me on Twitter. Otherwise, let's just get right into it. All right, everybody, we are back. Happy National Bird Day, January 5th. I was waiting specifically for today, National Bird Day, to get back to looking at figures with you guys. This is the part 2 of community shelf reviews. The first part did really well, and it's very fun to do these. So we're just gonna hop right back into it, starting with Muzie Densu. He says 2025 year-end Pasha, with 2 memorable 2-tiered threats from this year. Wishing you a happy new year. Thank you so much, Muzie Densu, and happy National Bird Day. Oh, this is beautiful, man. Okay, on the left, we've got by Sagas. Ooh, we're going a little bit in depth here. This is what I was talking about in the last video. Combining the 2-tiered shelves with the 1-tiered allows for a little bit more depth that you can't just do with one or the other. Like doing the 2-tiered, you get to have this King Piccolo in the middle, Kami on the left, other King Piccolo on the right, where a single shelf you just don't get to have it. But on the single shelf, you get to pay so much more attention to just the OG Dragon Ball cast. Goku, Krillin, Roshi, Bulma, Yamcha, right? He's doubled down on this Chi-Chi figure, combining the little figures with the big ones, and it looks really, really well. Like, it all fits perfectly and seamlessly, where we move down a shelf and we're a little bit more Master Lease heavy. There we go, we've got the Goku and Vegeta pointing the same way. Frieza on the riser. Okay. This is beautiful, man. I want the Goku and Frieza stare down figure so bad, but I just don't have the room right now. They make such a good centerpiece. This is really cool. The solid edgeworks Ginyu Force. The collection of the minifigs here. And we got a little bit of Saiyan Saga representation. Really nice. And then we move down. We've got, okay, I like that we're combining the best of like the Android figures here. This is the solid edgeworks. This Android 18, I believe, is what is it? BW Bandai World Figure Coliseum. There we go. And the Master Release 16. We've got each of the cells. Interesting choice to have first form cell in the middle. And then just more representation. I like this trio here. That's really cool. And then we got the Super Boo in the center. This is cool. You don't have to own the most expensive Graily of Grail figures to have a good shelf. I actually don't think we've seen a Grail figure on any of these shelves so far. And like, really nice balance coming off the first 3. This shelf I think has a little less balance. It just feels a little empty, but definitely you can kind of tell that it's being worked on, you know. Let's see, and then we just got a little collection of miscellaneous little Gohans, a Nappa. This is cool. The balance here is really well. And I like the 3 Kamehamehas here. This is awesome. The fucking assembly. We got this. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. 40th anniversary. We got Hunter x Hunter here. This is really nice balance too. This is not as crowded as some of these other figures on the left, but it still has that balance that I'm really enjoying seeing. Then we've got what looks like a Goku shelf with Pirate Goku. I'm loving this. Little One Piece rep. And then a little bit more Majin Buu Saga with things on the right. Dude, overall, this is really nice. I really like this. And then we got his 2 favorite shelves right here. 40th anniversary shelf, which this set just does so good to speak for itself. And look at the little effects here. The small things that you can do go so far, man. And then Honor X Hunter. Dude, this is great. I really like this. Muzie Densu, I'm giving you a 9.5. 9.5. I think we can all tell that you're not done, you know? And that's the only reason for a 9.5. This is really cool though. I really, really like it. Let's move. Oh my god. Why? Let's go on to PRH6VOENFB81802. The second installment of the 40th anniversary on display. 2025 finale. This year, in addition to Dragon Ball, we've added quite a few jump figures, but we're totally satisfied. Let's give this a peek. Another... Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna come out and say it. This is my favorite 40th anniversary shelf we've seen thus far. Dude. What a brilliant... Okay, we've got the Jump comics, right? Representing the figures themselves. We got the big box and the actual manga here. We've got the whole mini 40th manga set, dude. These are so sick, right? You've got the acrylics of everything Dragon Ball. And then you've got it looks like flat manga panels in the back with OG here, End of Z here. And then you have these ones that just make the manga panels pop and feel like they're coming out at you. This is this is my favorite 40th anniversary shelf by far. This is done so beautifully. Oh my god. And then he doesn't stop. We got a Gohan shelf, right? Okay, this is cool. I like this. And then we got everything. Let's give this a little bit of a better look. Centerpiece Purunga with the top shelf Dragon Ball. We got some Frieza here. We got Namek here. I like this. We managed to... That's crazy we managed to fit everything in there. And then... Here. This is great. This is great. I think that the Cell Saga is such a hard shelf to make work. Because you don't really have a big centerpiece. You don't have a Purunga. You don't have like a Fat Buu or a Cell Max like he has for his centerpieces here. And... You have Exploding Cell, but like, let's keep it a buck. How much do you really want to make Exploding Cell your centerpiece? So myself and a lot of people I've seen do this kind of this three piece. You do some variation of a Gohan in the middle with 2 Saiyans around him. I see Goku Vegeta a lot. We saw on the last shelf a Trunks and Goku, right? But there's just so much in the Saiyan saga, it's really, really difficult to have a cohesive shelf without sacrificing, you know? And we kind of see it here. It just feels like we're stuffing all the androids here for the purpose of being like, hey, look, we own this. This is Cell Saga, you know? I'll give credit, though, to having it divided by like, hey, this is start of Cell Saga, this is mid, and this is end. That's kind of cool. Next up, Buu Saga. We got the small figures next to each other. We've got both fusion representations. We got some movie representation. Oh, we got the 3-piece hands out. The No One Can Stop Me trio. Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3. This is cool. I like this. And I like that you're trying to match each shelf. It's trying to have this triangular. Like, hey, this is a trio. This is a trio. This is a trio. Right? And same thing when we move down. 2 big figures with a centerpiece. Really cool. I love Coco Knee, man. Oh, I still need this guy so bad. He's such a good figure. I'm really debating getting Cell Max too. Oh, especially with UI Goku and Beast Gohan. Let's see. What else? We've got the IKEA Detolf. I like how I talked about it in the last video, and coincidentally, we have them all coming with the duo now, with the 2 shelf and the single. Yu Yu Hakusho, JoJo's. This is really cool. let's see. The only critique I really have, and this isn't even something he can help, it's that these shelves have the white background and these are the background of his wall. But I don't feel like it's even fair to judge it based on that. We're gonna give him a 9.5. I just don't like the overcrowding here. And I think that all of this in the Buu Saga could be spaced out a little better. But yeah, 9.5. This is beautiful. Best 40th. We gotta check that out one more time. Take notes. If this is what us, I hate to say it, but us US collectors, we need to step up our game, man. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful shelf. I threw in some Bleach, guys. I'm a big Bleach fan. I've been following Daimaru Bleach for a while. He's where I go for all my Bleach stuff. So I know most of us here are Dragon Ball fans, so I'll keep it brief. But let's just admire something, how people make shelves work. This is beautiful. I love the angle. There's a lot of symmetry here. This is beautiful. The background scenes, yeah. This is really nice. What's kind of interesting too is he's actually throwing in this is an SH Figuarts right here besides the master release, and he's making it work really well. This is just spacing and angles. Like, don't let people deter you from trying to fit smaller figures with larger ones. Like, this is a really good representation of, hey, you can make shelves work, you know? Grandista, Ichigo in the middle here. Super nice. Again, SHF with Figuart Zero, with Master Lease, and he makes it work. It's about the angles and the way of displaying them. Really nice. Just because this is mainly Dragon Ball, not going to spend much more time on it, but yeah, beautiful figures. If you guys are into Bleach, definitely follow Daimaru Bleach. He's a great resource for the fans. Wow. Oh, we'll give it, I don't know, we'll give it, there's not much to compare it to. We'll give it a 10, why not? Next, figure _ collect _. Thank you so much for 2025 as well. Dude, no problem. This year became a year where I got my hands on many figures and did many displays. I got along with lots of people, and it was truly a fun and fleeting year. Looking forward to your kind support again next year. Dude, we've got you. Let's check it out. Alright. Real simple, but really clean off first glance. Let's dissect. Villain shelf, easy. You've got all the main villains here. You've got Ginyu. They're great. Here's my thing with Ginyu Force. Such a beautiful sculpt, and they're so well done, but I just don't want to sacrifice the space to own the Ginyu Force. That's my only issue with the set. It's like, I can't justify clearing out so much space for the Ginyu Force when there's so many good Namek figures. Next up, 40th anniversary. Got classic, we're mixing it up. Easy, clean, well done. More Hunter x Hunter. This is the second time that we've seen this exact same middle setup, but this time we've got Megaru on the very top with the little guys, and then last one prize gone off to the side. That's interesting. That he's using it as an accent piece and not the highlight. He's letting the whole story of the saga unfold in the center, with everything around it supporting. That's really cool, actually, and I really like that. That's really unique, too. And Naruto, easy. This is great. This is how we take notes from making good shelves. You have the empty space, you've got your accent figures all around, and then you've got the things you want to focus on. Simple, clean, well done. We got My Hero. You've got the center battle. You've got Midoriya screaming, ah! All Might. And then Death Note. This is cool. He's not even really letting the figures speak. He's just letting all the little things speak. This is really clean. Like, not a big collection, but a collection that speaks loudly. We're giving Figure Collect a 10. Yo, we've got some strong hitters off rip of this video, man. Next, we got Shiro Koro _ Figu. Thank you for the support this year as well. Dude, no problem. Big changes, personal and work. Collecting was special because of the 40th anniversary. Awesome. Fulfilling gear. No problem, dude. This is a cool little photograph. The Goku Chi-Chi. Them as kids, and then when they get married. I love it. More 40th anniversary stuff. I like pairing the figures here with bigger diorama kind of displays. This is kind of cool. I like it. Ooh! There we go. More monochrome. Dude, if you guys don't know, this little Vegeta Trunks monochrome, this one is the most expensive of the whole set, and it goes for like 500 bucks. It is ridiculous. Oh my god. Ooh, then we got the manga dimensions. Oh, we got Sandland. We got the Lunar Goku. This is cool. This is cool. You know what I'm starting to pick up on too? We're having a lack of custom figures in this. Real quick, we'll give Chiroko Figu. We'll give him a 9. We'll give him a 9. Dude, but yeah, I'm feeling a lack of custom figures here, and I'm a custom figure guy. Next we got Toyo Robe. He says, with just a little time left this year, it was a fulfilling and wonderful year with the move to our new home. Guys, I remember we were all there for Toyo Robe's move to his new home. We all helped out a little, and we helped him set up this shelf. And then we've got one of the most disappointing figures of the whole year right here. This gigantic Super Saiyan Goku. But to his credit, for what I consider one of the worst figures of the year, he makes it look so well by putting it next to the resin. Like, here's what we're gonna say. This resin has so much gravity, he makes gigantic Goku look like a fucking baller, right? It's like basketball Steph Curry. Steph Curry is just so good and has so much presence on the court. He makes all his teammates look fucking fantastic. And that is this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Like, geez, how we're making it look like actually pretty well. It's kind of insane. Is this the same photo? Yeah, it is, except he's ringing the gong in this photo. Manga Dimension 2D shelf, great. He's got all of them, all the memories. This is expensive. I don't know why we've got it on this like pipe here, but this is great. This is great. I love the room he made for the resin too. Like, this is actually a really good way of incorporating, again, really big figures next to smaller ones. And he's got even smaller ones right here. This is great. Toyo Robe, I'm gonna give you a 10, bro, for just the gravity that you're creating on this shelf, man. This is crazy. Next, Naka 076. He's gonna go. Thank you for the support. He bought figures this year. Okay. I swear I thought I saw we had another selection figure, but I don't believe so. Break it down. We do have a custom. I spot some customs up here. You're hiding them from me, but I see them. Also, 2D minifigs and custom minifigs is nuts. Let's break this down. This is a minifig shelf. This is really cool to see. A couple dioramas in the back with the superior GX materia. This is GX materia, right? I think so. Maybe not. No, it's not. Ooh, I almost looked dumb there. But I cut myself. Dang, honestly, I'm just kind of appreciating this. Like, there's so much cool things going on with the minifigs, and he's got some of them in display here. But My only thing is, if you're gonna have them in display, don't block them, man. Like, these are really cool. Let's go down again. More dioramas. He's a big diorama fan, you could tell. This is how you do minifigs. You don't try to have all of them in overcrowd. You want to let them speak for themselves. This is so cool, man. And these are old. The quality on these is so good for how old they are. Wow, dude. Some of these I've never seen before. I need that Yardrat Goku. It's so cool. Let's see what else we got cooking. A lot of Cell Saga stuff. I love doing it by Saga too. There we go, letting the big figures come out. Awesome. Really cool, really, really cool. I don't feel like we see a lot of minifig shelves, so it's a little hard for me to judge. But I'm gonna give it an 8 because I feel like we still have a lot of empty space here, and we're kind of covering up some of the minifigs that are in cases, which I don't entirely understand. But yeah, we're gonna give it an 8. This is it was a really cool see. All right, we're approaching the end with our. This was my little like landmark. Like, hey, we're almost done. Thank you, 2025. Next up, we got Ry Tempest. Ry Tempest coming out the gate saying, "Thank you for this year too. I hope to continue enjoying figure life at my own pace next year as well." Let's check it out. This is a cool little display. Kid Goku, Roshi, Tien, and then Demon King Piccolo. And then you've got Demon King over here with the Pilaf gang, and then Goku over here. Awesome. God damn it, man. I hate when they're like, oh my god. This Namek Vegeta is going to be the end of me, I swear. Very similar shelf to what we've seen in the past from other people. Again, you've got the trio here, you got a trio here, you got all the androids over here, and a slept-on technique, having the back of a figure show. Play around with some of your figures. Future Gohan's a great one to display his back. This Goku, the Versus Brave, is also another one to have his back display. Let's see. Got a little bit of the opposite this time. Kid Buu and Vegito center. Super Saiyan 3. Grandista Majin Vegeta center. Buu's and Majin separated on one side. We got our heroes on the other side. This is cool. This is cool. This is really solid. This is a very, very solid, safe kind of collection. We're gonna give it an 8. It's not anything spectacular that we've seen, but it just does a lot of things that we've already seen, and it does it well. Like, the lighting is great, spacing is great, a couple things to improve, but it's great. All right, we are so close to the end here. We've got 4 more. The last 2 are coming out of our community, so let's do this. Kazu Fire. Whoa, I don't think I've never seen this guy appear. Yeah. Let's see. OG Dragon Ball. This is really cool. I don't feel like we see, like, well, we haven't seen these guys really displayed all that much. This is cool, and I absolutely love pairing these 2 figures next to each themselves. It's awesome. There we go. Now we can really see everything. Namek, we've got the centerpiece of the stare down. Goku transforming here. I don't like the Frieza diorama, just kind of, I don't like it as an accent figure. I think it could have been paired with the Ginyu Force here. It could have been in the middle. I feel like it could fit here next to this Goku. 40th anniversary, putting it on the Majin Buu Saga shelf. This is cool, this is cool. We've got these 2 staring them down. These 2 stare down. Saiyan Saga. Yeah. Okay. There's definitely a lot that can be improved, right? And a lot of it has to do with the spacing. I think that he doesn't own too many figures, so it's not an overcrowding issue, but it's the way that they're being spaced out. You know, I think that there's a way to combine, for example, on the Cell Saga shelf, smaller figures with larger shelves, but something about how it's being done here isn't working. And it has to do with things like, why do we have Future Gohan on a riser here, not centered, where no figure on the right is centered, you know? It makes it somewhat uneasy to look at, where on the Dragon Ball shelf, he does it perfectly. We have the center and we let it breathe, we give it room, and we surround it with other moments, you know? Same thing with this Saiyan Saga shelf. Like, we've got what feels like the end of Z and the end of Dragon Ball and the beginning of Z, but you have Raditz kind of sticking over the side, and this guy's sticking over the side that it kind of takes away from the rest, you know? But overall, I don't think it's bad, but there's just a lot that could be better. So I'm going to give Kazu fire. I'm going to give him a... We're going to give Kazu fire a 7. We're going to give Kazu fire a 7. We've got a lot of good displays going on here. All right, Woda Kubo. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. It's 9 a.m. Got my coffee in front of me. I can't pronounce it. I'm doing my best. All right. Oh, why do we got a monkey here? Is there something that we're not supposed to see? It's gotta be something we're not supposed to see. Okay. Whoa, we got something interesting happen here. Look at this, the uneven shelves. This is actually really cool. I really like this. Oh, dude, he totally only did it to give the Great Ape enough space to actually be displayed, which is so funny. So he did it so that he could display the Great Ape here, but he couldn't put a riser on these ones, otherwise he wouldn't be able to display like this Great Ape. Wow, that's kind of funny, but he made it work. Kudos, kudos, kudos. That's really funny. This is exactly how I have my Namek or my Saiyan Saga displayed. Oh my god. This is exact right side, and I have it a little different on the left side. I kind of get we got spacing issues, so we don't have the opportunity to put things on risers here, so I'm not going to dock for that. Then we got Dragon Ball Legends Trunks. Not one that we see a lot. We see a lot of the MSP this video. We got androids, we got these guys, and the Arise First Form cell. Really cool. Then we made room for the monkey, and we got GT and Daima. We got a whole shelf for Super and movies. Buu Saga, you see it. That's my pet peeve. But I think I don't know. I don't know if I've missed it in the other collections, but I kind of am okay with it a little more because you have this Vegeta next to Krillin and Gohan when they're like, it feels like they're gonna fight the Ginyu Force, so it makes sense on this side, where this side is Goku fighting Frieza. I don't know. I think it makes a little more sense, but yeah. We got Naruto. Nice. More Hunter x Hunter. A lot of Hunter x Hunter. Wow, why is everyone using this guy as an accent figure? And you know I'm gonna say it, why aren't they centered? You could very easily have put him here, gone on the other side, and the sitting gone in the center, or you could even move him slightly over. Okay. We're getting Woda, Kuban, Zali. We're gonna give him a 7. I think that there's a lot to improve on. Again, just like the last shelf, it has to do with spacing and like you can throw some risers in on here, but yeah. Sorry, I'm rushing it because I do want to give time to our community. We have Super Saiyan Shinzuku, who asked me to include his shelf. He's been collecting for a few years and is just getting into statues. So let's run this. And off rip, it's exactly what I was saying earlier. You can make the big figures work with the little figures, but it's about how you do it. And putting the SH Figuarts here with the bigger dioramas and then letting these guys have room to breathe is exactly how you do it. And I really like this. I like that we got some launch representation too. I don't think we've seen launch probably at all other than acrylics. But yeah, this is super nice. I like this. This is such a good classic setup for OG Dragon Ball 2. Oh, this is what I like to see. We've got all the Z fighters, not all, but we've got the Z fighters in the center, right? Villains in the back, and then just some other pieces he likes. We got Gotenks, Kaioken on the left, and well, on the left here. We've got Super Saiyan and Base Goku. Go on the right here. This is cool. Also, points for creativity for using the SH Figuart boxes as risers. That is pretty good thinking. I also love the little alien guys that we've got going on. I love it. But this is cool. I really do like this. This speaks. Next up, we got Baby Goku in the pod with the Dragon Ball Visual History book on the left with Bardock and Frieza, right? We're telling a story. And then we've got the Goku and Kid Gohan SH Figuarts. I absolutely love this figure, man. This is such a beautiful SH Figuarts. I tried to get into SH Figuarts at the end of last year, right? And I realized they're just not for me. But you've got to appreciate them, man. Like, this is so beautiful. I love the story we got going on. We got Baby Goku, and we've got almost like his past here and what actually happened here. Next up, Super representation, Daima representation. We got the Pan Master Lease next to them. Okay. I love the plushies too. Then we got Gohan holding Pan. That is a beautiful setup. Well done, well done. I don't know why we don't have Goku facing Beerus. I'm gonna call you out on that, man. But otherwise, this is super nice. Then we got the whole thing. We got the whole manga. Got a little history box Goku there. And Sandland there. So, given he's limited on space, it feels like we really only have enough room if we wanted to include more statues down the line for the top of the shelf here. So here's what I'd recommend, right? We want to grab probably one figure from each saga that speaks to you the most, and then maybe one. The villains are a little hard to do because they're kind of pricey, but I think one of the best ones we could do is Battle for the Universe Goku. I think this guy, he's still out, he's affordable. I'm predicting he's going to go up in price. This is one of the best Goku figures we have, and I think he's going to go up once he's sold out. Go to Big Bad Toy Store. I'd grab this guy, and I'd grab Kid Buu. Whoa. Right? Then, let's wait for these new releases, and just start your collecting journey on statues from all the new releases, right? We've got a lot of good sets coming out. We've got more dioramas coming out, and I think they'd fit on the top of your shelf here and on these shelves perfectly. But Super Saiyan Shinzuku, I'm gonna give this a 9, my guy. That's a genuine 9. That's not me just gassing you up for watching. That is a genuine 9. This is really well done. I think normally for SH Figuarts in a scenario like this, I'd recommend getting the risers that can hold them up so you can have more dynamic poses, but you really don't need them because of the way everything is displayed. Like, I think you could elevate like the Goku and Beerus here a little by doing it, but there isn't a need for it, you know? It's really good. finally, guys, we're ending off on Noetta here. He says, these are my favorite shelves in my collection. Please be honest. Tell me what to do better. Thank you. Dude, no problem. Alright. Attack on Titan. This is where I struggle, because I don't know much about other figures, so I can't recommend figures from other series, to be honest, but the way this is displayed is very fine, right? Like, I really like that we have the opposite big figures in the back. We've got accenting acrylics and posters everywhere around here, and then we've got the start of the journey right here. One thing I'd play around with is, let's move this Eren, let's have him at an angle, and try to fit this bigger Eren in the center. The only issue with that is you might be taking away from this poster, but see how you like the display more that way? That might be able to elevate it just a little bit, but it would be taking away from the poster. Up to you, but this isn't bad at all. I think this is perfectly fine. And I think it's really nice that you're telling a story almost too. Next up, we got our Dragon Ball Z shelf. We got Duel to the Future Cell with MSP 2D manga style Trunks. Xeno Vegito. I really like this figure. This is one I thought about picking up for my... I'm a big Dragon Ball, Super Dragon Ball Heroes fan. I've got a whole really nice shelf for it. And this is one I really did want to pick up. We've got our Blue Goku Vegeta with Daima here. Great pickup, great pickup. More manga dimension. And then Orange Piccolo and Grandista Gohan. Now, this is a shelf that we could totally play around with. And I think it starts by rearranging a couple things here. Because you just have figures that you like, one thing I'd recommend is let's try moving Cell to the back here and putting the 2D Bardock next to the 2D Trunks. Let's just get a little pattern going of we've got our manga dimension figures on one side, and I think like that you're not really taking away from Cell because he is so big and this figure is crouched down. I would play around with... It feels so hard to say don't have Super Saiyan 4 Goku be the centerpiece though, you know? But if we're moving this guy over and we're putting Cell in the back, let's just move this Vegito over where Bardock was. And otherwise, I think we're good. I like how this is displayed. I don't want to take away from this guy. And I think just down the line, more cards we could include here just to make the shelf pop more. And just little small pieces like acrylics there. My Hero next. This is great. We've got big figures in the back, smaller figures in the front, as to not take away. We've got the family side here, and then we've got mentors here. This is great. Mentors and classmates. I like it. I like it. Then we got our big All Might. And I love that we have the stare down here. It's similar to what you had with the Attack on Titan shelf. Stare down, childhood. I like the card at that angle. That's so sick. This is great. And this is where the single shelves, they speak for themselves. They do well at letting a smaller scene speak. Then lastly, we got one more shelf. I don't know a ton about My Hero, so I can't really speak on this too much. We're mainly displaying the All Might in the posters here and the acrylics. And yeah, I think this is just, it has room to just be filled out with smaller figures here. Overall, this is really nice. Like, I can tell that we have limited space, but we're making the space and budget that we have work. Like, keep just picking up figures you love, you know? Save up, get figures you love, and you're making it work already, you know? Overall, yeah, I don't think that there's a lot to improve on. Like, you have a style to how you display, and you make it work. Maybe some more acrylics. You could Gorilla... What is it? Not Gorilla Glue. There's putty. And you could putty, like, acrylics and such on the actual glass here without damaging anything. That's one thing that I think you could do going forward. But otherwise... No, this is great. We're gonna give this all... We're gonna give it an 8. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's just coming down to filling things out, you know? Otherwise, for what you have, you're making it work, I think, just as well as I could do. But, woo! Just like that, guys. We are done. We are done. We've done it. We've reviewed the shelves. Part 2 is finished. That was fun. That was a lot, but we saw a lot of really good shelves today, man. And big thank you for Noetta and Super Saiyan Shizuku for being featured in the video. Thank you guys for the support. And yeah, this was really fun. If you guys want to see more, I always am saving these in my feed just to see what I can do for myself. But yeah, going forward, we'll do more of these down the line. But otherwise, thank you guys. I love you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye. Mwah. Love you. Goodbye. Mwah.